Sam Wilding, Bali Visit, Part 7. Today we visited two schools high up in Ban Village, Pengalusan, the East Bali Poverty Project's third school, launched in September 2000, and Munga, the Poverty Project's first school, launched on the 31st of August 1999. Again, with the help of Cadec, we used the Imagineering session to generate two more original tales from the children of Ban Village. Many monsters that live inside bamboo, and hairy creatures that munch up all the village vegetation. After the two school sessions and another precarious journey in the jeep, we arrived back at the charity official HQ, just in time to be invited to a Balinese wedding. The bride and groom were there to greet everyone, dressed in their brilliantly coloured costumes, both wearing thick makeup. After we signed in and given a small donation, we took some sweet rice cake and sat down in a covered area with the rest of the guests for a meal. The meal consisted of a selection of meats including heart and intestines of pig, which were actually delicious, along with a mixture of spiced vegetables and steamed rice. We finished the afternoon with the local teachers, discussing how they might use some of the storytelling elements we demonstrated with the children when we leave. Primarily, they want to focus on the Indonesian Independence Day celebration on the 17th of August. They would like the children from each school to produce a story of their lives, from as far back as they can remember until now, what they've done, what's changed, etc. These would then be put into age categories and judged for composition and good English. This is still just an idea to be finalised with the charity. And we also handed over a donation from Scotland of 14 million rupiah, which pays for 5 toilets to be built. A further 4 million rupiah from Christie Park School will pay for another 1.5 toilets and bathroom blocks. This is fantastic. Just think, if every school in Scotland gave £180, they could buy a family a toilet. We are looking into a sponsor a toilet idea with the East Bali Poverty Project. A donor school, for example, could have their name on a tile above the door of every toilet they help build. Each hamlet has between 70 and 400 people, so there's still a lot to do here. People sometimes ask me why I've gone all the way to Bali to help schools. Well, here's some questions for you. Do you have a toilet? Do you have a sink and soap? Are there children dying from malnutrition and a lack of basic health care in your class? If the answer to those 3 questions is yes, yes and no, then that's why I'm here. Also, thanks to the internet and many more flight routes across the world, it's easier to get to places than before. Helping a neighbour, even one so far away, can only be a good thing. There was also a goodbye meal for James when we arrived back at the volunteer headquarters. Now, James is a volunteer English teacher from Australia who returns home after a year working in Ban Village. A happy but tearful event with lots of genuine love for a guy who has made a big difference here. At the end of the day, we walked down from the volunteer house to the volcanic beach. It's a hot, star-spangled night, but we're warned by Komang not to go into the sea as sharks come in close to shore when it's dark or overcast. This sends a small chill down my spine as I recall my refreshing dip in the same spot the day before. I think I'll stick to the outside shower to cool down from now on. Apologies for the lack of a Features and Creatures instalment, but there's so much more to tell and share when I get back home to Scotland. I'd be more than happy to come along to any schools interested in looking through my window on another world. Unfortunately, this will now be the last of the Sam Wilding updates from Bali, as we've had to head back to Scotland. Given more time, I'm sure we could have done a lot more around forming stories, teaching music, and there may even been a chance to introduce some Fit Stars programmes to the younger children of Desaban. Who knows if we'll get a chance to return? Time will tell. As far as our objectives go, I feel we have probably ticked 2 out of 3 boxes. The charity had already addressed health and sanitation in a few of their own books and have a strong nutrition team here. But I hope we have enthused teachers and children alike with new and shown them a few new angles on story writing and have contributed both ways to a new cross-cultural understanding and lifelong legacy between Bali and Scotland. I also hope that schools in Scotland and elsewhere are now aware of the problems faced by the East Bali Poverty Project and have some insight into the passion and determination of a guy called David Booth, MBE, in his quest to make a forgotten people self-sufficient and healthy. Finally, a big thanks to all concerned at the East Bali Poverty Project, Leader Publishing, St Fergus North Sea Gas Terminal, the Scottish Parliament, Education Scotland, the Scottish Book Trust, Christie Park Primary and Braehead Primary. Your support and encouragement have made this project possible. Bye for now.